We have two in the middle right. A lot of these text messages for starting ChatGPT calculate. I have gotta get the day in the life of it too. You know how it is. Place it, throw a plant and some mulch. And I look down, there's a huge dent here with a scuff mark, which tells me that someone hit my car. What is up, YouTube? Ryan back with another video. Super excited for today on this beautiful Sunday morning. Today we have 8 estimates lined up. I'm on my computer right now, actually, just reviewing my schedule. And also I'm gonna be booking up this entire Saturday for next week for my foreman / sales rep to go fulfill. But as you can see today, it says 6 here, but we have 2 in the middle right here. So I'm super excited for today. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I'm gonna try to show you guys just kind of my thinking, my sales process, kind of how I go about the estimates, and overall just how I overload my days. So, you know, being a college student, I'm still able to come home on the weekends, sell work, and also soon fulfill them and actually produce it. Y'all stay tuned, and we got our first estimate here in the next 19 minutes. KP's gonna be here soon. He wanted to tag along today because we also have a couple lawn care clients, and I'm overall just super excited. So let's just get into it. Also just wanted to mention that yesterday I sent out a mass text individually. I sent it to like all 250 clients that we had from last year. We actually had a decent amount actually respond and convert. So what I'm basically doing right now, I'm just going through a lot of these text messages, responding, trying to book them up, like I said, for next Saturday. And then I'm gonna line up my foreman, let him know, and hopefully just keep on making some sales. And yeah, so we're gonna do this for the next few minutes, and then we're gonna head out of here. All right, everyone, we are on probably the biggest job that we're gonna have all day. On the first one, I'm already having ChatGPT calculate. I have a massive quote here. As you can see, it is huge. So let me just show you. So we have this bed that we're doing, basically all the beds, natural edge, get all the sticks out, preen, and then lay mulch over and spread it nice and flat. As you can see, we're doing all of the front yard beds along here. And then, I mean, and keep in mind, these are all huge beds. But it gets even crazier when we go to the backyard, because this is all included as well, and he wanted mulch all in the backyard as well. And as you can see, it's already a very beautiful property. It's already very well maintained. So we start here, and we literally just keep wrapping, and this just goes all the way around the house. Watch, I'm gonna start running because I gotta get to the next estimate soon. But as you can see, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going, keep going, keep going. I really hope I can land this job. It'd be so much fun. And it just keeps going down. I'm not gonna walk all the way because it's gonna take a lot of time. I believe this is somewhere around 20 yards of mulch. Let's see, ChatGPT is saying 47 yards of mulch. Whew. 2 to 3 or even 4 inches. We're probably just gonna do like a 1-inch layer because he already has a lot of mulch down. So we're just kind of giving it like a refresh on top. But with that said though, I'm gonna head out of here to the next estimate, and I'll pick you guys up when I see you then.
Over pretty much Brighton, Heartland, and Michigan. Or Brighton, Heartland, Milford. Yeah, of course. Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine.
All right. We got all this sod right here that he wants ripped. We're gonna have to move these stone slabs out of the way. KP says get the sod cutter, so we have to rent that. And then we just install new sod and put down the slabs. And then the bigger project, which would be a fun one but a little scary, as you can see how steep this hill is this whole bed right here. Skid it up, remove it all, go 2 inches deep to not overflow into down the grass, and then mulch and plants of whatever they want. So that one would probably have to discuss a little further because can't really figure out a total quote if we don't know the plants. But that one will be fun if we can do that. We'd probably just have to throw the dump trailer right here, just rip right up this little my camera will turn this small spot. And then the bigger, more urgent issue was right here. All this pea gravel you see, he's got water running down it and overflowing into the grass. So we're just gonna remove all the pea gravel, bring the topsoil up to a little higher than the driveway, clamp it, throw some sod down. What do we say?
You know, I'm actually pretty excited about this one. But a little sketchy about that one with the mini skid, but I'll make it work.
We gotta head out to the next estimate now for a lawn care.
Ooh,
what KP's been ready for.
Lawn care season.
We already know the price we had for it because we already did it online, but we're gonna include the packages. So we'll get dialed, so we'll pick up the camera there. KP's dialing in the metrics right now.
The metrics are dialed.
Even though we already drew the line on Google Earth, we figured just to get more of a fun idea. All right, you can rip this one.
Do you think I should just do up to the sidewalk? Or
I would go all the way to the trash can, because then you can just the buffer. Look at that, escape and go beauty. And then we also got to get this little stretch right here.
Nice.
All right, so the front is 2700 basically.
Okay.
I mean, got to get the day in the life clip too. You know how it is. Alrighty, we are on, I believe the 4th estimate of the day, 4th or 5th, not too sure. But later in the summer, we're going to be ripping all these bushes, doing all of the weeding, and trimming all those bushes. But for now, what I quoted for Scape and Go, separate from Lawn and Go, was 37 arborvitaes down, cutting all the heads off, shaping them up into rectangular boxes, and then just a cleanup fee for about $8.90. So I think that's pretty dialed. I'm going to send the quote later, obviously. And then we're also going to be doing all the lawn stuff for both sides of the property. And KP measured it just about an acre. So we're going to be charging for the acre for the quart package, which just includes just regular mowing and, you know, hitting the trimmer line, all that good stuff. So excited. We're about to pop out now. We got all our information in the notes app.
Yup.
And now we're about to head over to property manager.
Property manager Bruce.
That we got on a cold call. And we're going to see how this is. So we'll see you guys there. All right, guys. We're on the property manager's property. He wants these shaved down, all of the yards out of the grass, or all the sticks out of the yard. Possibly these trimmed up. The problem with this job, there's no client here. So we kind of just texting pictures, waiting on a response. But I'm most likely guessing clean all this up. And then we have some problems out in the back here, which we'll show you guys real quick. I think it's best interest to get a mini skid steer, run it for 500, and just charge him to do it, especially because he's trying to lease this place. This is a weed tree right here. We would need to push the skid right up against that root and just pull this thing down. I almost think it'd be best interest to just chop it down.
It would.
I don't know if you can really pull this one out unless you get an excavator out here because it's stuck in the fence. And then this just looks like crap. I would just tear this whole bed out. Just replace it, throw a plant and some mulch. Gosh. I don't even know what's going on over here. It looks like someone's hair if they didn't brush it for 40 days straight. Oh yeah, this power line's barely getting by. More weed trees right here that would need to be pulled, which are a pain because they're right against the house. And then the worst part of it all is this bed. This is all weeds and weed trees.
I get electrocuted on this job site. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we'd have Rocky flying down on the skid steer right here, and his head just gets electrocuted. We need OSHA out here as soon as possible. To run into this, and the whole house would turn into a spark. All right, we're gonna dip out of here. KP's got to bounce.
I gotta bounce with it.
And we have 2 more estimates, so let's rip it. All right, guys, we're in the backyard right now, and as you can see, all this dirt along the line. All this dirt under this cherry tree, and then all of like the dirt spots under there. That's supposed to be grass. And it's also very patchy right here. So what we're gonna do essentially is just sprinkle topsoil in all these spots. Probably just use a steel rake, you know, spread it out really thin layer just for a little bit of nutrients. Do really heavy shading seed, because obviously you can tell this is all under shade where it's dead. Obviously we'll clear out a little bit of these leaves and stuff over here, take up on the sticks, and then just seed it. And that's the backyard. I remember last season, since this is the first day I've done estimates since last year, it's always a little stressful the first few times because you're trying to micromanage getting the quote information very quickly and hopefully sending it over before you actually get to your next estimate. That's my plan always, just to get really quick turnover rates. That way it's like by the end of the day, you might get a few people to say yes. But the problem is because I'm using Jobber, I'm getting used to the system, and I have to do most of the work on my computer. I'm just gonna wait till I get home, type up all the line items, and then send the quotes through text, especially since we're also mixing in some Lawn and Go stuff. We also have to mix in the fact that we are doing more maintenance plans as well, so it's not just one-time installs. So the quote and the templates look a little different. So we have a little bit of mix up there, but overall we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna go quote the front, and then we're gonna head to our last estimate of the day, which is our 7th or 8th estimate. I can't remember. All right, vlog, we are at the final project estimate of the day. Let me show you guys what's up with this. This one will be a fun one, pretty big. 13 yards of mulch, 1.58 acres worth of, call it 1.6, you know, around there, for the mowing. Before we actually get into it, I'm low-key a little pissed off. I go to grab my thing out of my truck, right? And I look down, and there's a huge dent here with a scuff mark, which tells me that someone hit my car, and I'm convinced that this was definitely a hit and run that happened today. I even feel like it was at the last place I was at, because I was in low-key, kind of a ghetto area. I parked my car on the right side of the street, and I so easily see how someone backing out of their driveway, or just some young kid who doesn't know what he's doing, maybe even on their phone, just scrapes up my car. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. This happened earlier in the year too, when we were doing a landscaping job. I mean, it just doesn't end. And you know, this is gonna be $250 to fix. $250 deductible, coming right out of one of these jobs. Unbelievable. But anyways, on a more positive note, let's actually show off what we're doing here. So we have 13 yards of mulch. I think 13 even might be pushing it. It might be more than, closer to 12, because there's a lot of bushes and stuff in the way. But we're basically just adding a nice 1 inch to all these big beds up here. And then, as you can see, huge lawn, hitting all of this, hitting all of this, and then going back here, we have a massive backyard as well to be hitting. So yeah, I almost don't even feel like this is 1.58 acres. A part of me feels like this is way bigger. The problem is that her snow company shot all this gravel here. So I told her that hopefully they'll come out and fix this for free. And that instead, we're also gonna have to be careful with the weed whip when we're going around here, because this is all gravel. The last thing we want to do is shoot a rock at a window, or someone gets hurt, or the lawnmower gets messed up. So, but yeah, guys, at this point, I'm just gonna head back home. I'm gonna really quickly do numbers. I'm gonna try to send out a couple quotes. You know, I would like to get all these quotes, the ones that I can send out, done by tonight. And then, wow, is it windy? And then I gotta rip over to our foreman Rocky's house, drop off some merch for him to wear for him doing estimates for me next weekend. I'm gonna book him up, give him the measuring wheel, and then I gotta pop back to school, university, hour drive. And on the hour drive back, I gotta hop on 2 calls with some potential mentees to help them out, get their organic marketing strategy set up, see if they need any one-on-one growth mentorship. So that said, if you guys are out there and you're looking to get help in any way with your landscaping or lawn care business, 100%, you know, click the link in my YouTube bio, you know, fill out the form, see if you're qualified to work with me. I would absolutely love to help anyone out there who's in need of help. Hop on a call with anyone. You know, it's that time of the year now where things are going to get really busy, and everyone's actually finally in the mindset to landscape and make some money mowing lawns, throwing down mulch. So there's no better feeling than actually helping people out and help people scale to that 20, 30K consistent month range. If you are one of those people who is at 10K a month and you're really looking to jump, go ahead and click the link in my bio. But with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead, wrap up right here. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Bless up. Let's all have a great week. I will let you guys know in the next video how these sales go, which ones we sold, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.